2 years ago, I wrote myself a letter to the future. And yesterday, I opened that letter and read it. And I wanted to share it because I think it's really interesting. And it was a great thing to have done in the past for me to pick up in the future. So, to give some context as to what was happening, it was the end of May 2023. So, at that time in my life, I had just left a job that was the only real job I'd ever worked. And even then, I wouldn't say it's similar to proper 9 to 5. We had closed the chocolate factory and we were living or spending time in Austria ready for Christian to complete his Ironman. It was the first time we were kind of trialing the idea of running a maths tuition company. We'd done a trial with 4 students, and I was busy making flashcards and TikToks and goodness knows what else. But we hadn't really launched anything. But we had decided to go all in on it. And other than that, we were kind of playing with the idea of actually being able to travel full time. And that was about it. We still had the coffee shop and that was still running, but we were toying with slash trying to sell it, but not really like actively and seriously. So anyway, here's the letter. So it said, "Dear future me, firstly, I hope that you're happy, healthy, and still loving life." Well, I'm happy to say that I am, which is great. You've hopefully just finished the first big round of tutoring at MTO. Now, backtrack a little bit here. This was supposed to be read a year later, so at the end of May 24, but I've only read it now because I forgot that this existed. So at that time, we had. I hope it went amazingly and that you're crushing it. It did. It really did. And I'm so glad that me of the past had so much faith in me of the future, because I think a lot of that helped drive the success of that actually happening. So yeah, by that point, we'd worked with 100 students and Christian and I were fully booked with students, which was exciting. If not, don't worry, but make sure you stick to the one thing and don't get shiny ball syndrome. Now, I'm glad of that reminder because especially right now where we are, where we're finding the sales side of things a little tricky to figure out, it is so easy. And I'm having so many thoughts of like, oh, do this, we could do this. So it's a nice reminder from myself to actually like, just stick to the plan, stick to the one thing. You'll keep failing and keep failing and keep failing until you win. Just make sure you don't give up before then. Again, like super nice to read that now as a little reminder from myself, I guess. Right now, I'm super excited to make 2024 the year that we finally make big moves happen. So I really hope that you're working hard on that dream. Do you know what? I am working hard on that dream. And I'm kind of proud of myself to read this and be like, yeah, I do actually feel like I put the effort in that me at that time was hoping to and wanted to. So that's really quite cool. If all of the other businesses haven't gone by now, they have to go. Unless they're running 99% passively and making at least £1,000 per month, it's not worth it. Remember the shower thoughts. All the other businesses are gone, and they were by the time this email came through. So good news. At one point, we were running like 4 businesses at a time, and it was crazy. And I now just doing one thing appreciate massively so much the mental space that it gives you. The shower thoughts that I'm referencing there is the whole idea of, although you're not actively working on the business all the time, you want your shower thoughts and like the ideas and stuff that you have to be related to that, not split 4 ways. And so we did that. Hope you've mastered the boring work by now, but if not, get on with it. Well, I'll be honest, I think I did master the boring work. And I'd say I've fallen out of that again now. So maybe that's something I should take from this. I know you'll be smashing it. Just keep remembering the dream and the difference that you want to make. You got this. Yeah, somehow I think we do. I mean, this is me right now. Sunset by the pool in Bali. I couldn't really ask for much more. So that was a super nice thing to actually read back and just reflect on the journey that's happened over the past 2 years. I'm definitely going to do another one to come back in maybe 1 or 2 years' time. But if you're ever thinking about writing yourself a letter from the past to the future, I'd give it a go.